Hi, everybody. Hope you're all well and safe. It's been a long time since I made a video. There's so many things has changed since the last time, during the lockdown and after the lockdown and the current situation. But anyway, I have thought about so many things during the lockdown, we as a family, etc. Sometimes things change, so I thought I need to sort of let you all know, whoever who have subscribed to my channel. I don't want to just make videos on based on how to run a nursery, because that's not my ultimate goal. The reason I started the nursery from in the beginning was, one day I wanted to achieve financial freedom. One day I wanted to be financially free. That was the opening the nursery was one of the steps. Basically, opening a business. That was the whole point. I mean, I've done various jobs in the past. So I was hoping, yes, having my own business will get me closer to that financial freedom. I don't know whether it's going to happen. I mean, it's nursery business is not something that you can become a millionaire. However, it's a business, and there's ups and downs. But I wanted to share my ultimate goal is to become one day financially free. I don't want to wait till I am old and become a pensioner and then relax, but I want to do things that I love in life, as a family, as a mum, as a wife, before I get very old. So hopefully you will enjoy my journey to financial freedom. I don't know how long it'll take, but I hope it's sooner rather than later. Let's see what changes within the next 3 to 5 years, and then I hope you all enjoy my journey. So I've noticed, I'm ever so sorry that I've seen, when I logged on to YouTube yesterday, I've so many questions some of you have asked. One thing, I don't want to give personal information, so that will be a big no, but I'll try my best to answer whatever the questions you have asked in this video. So let's go straight to the questions. Francesca asks, are you planning on making videos on licensing and permits? The most important license or the permit you need is from Ofsted registration, basically. Once you've done that, you need to make sure, well, actually before Ofsted visits you, you have to make sure all your fire certificates and PAT testing, the electrical set testing has been done. Make sure you have those documents with you. And if you're serving food, or even if you're not serving food, you need to make sure the food standard certificate, or you have been visited by food standards agency, or you visit the local, you inform the local council's food standards agency to let them know that you have opened or you are planning on opening, etc. So these are the only main sort of licensing permits I can think of at the moment. But once again, to stress, Ofsted is the most important thing. Also, Lucy asks, is the level 3 in childcare? Yes, there is a level 3 in childcare, and yes, you can become a nursery manager or owner with a level 3 childcare qualification. However, the more experience or more qualifications you may have would benefit you from understanding how to run the nursery and the daily running of the nursery. And Chicago Grill asks, did you do the NVQ level 3? Yes, I did the NVQ level 3, and then I went on to my degree in education studies, and then I did my PGCE, which is to become a qualified teacher, which is to gain qualified teacher status. And then I worked as a teacher for about 4 to 5 years, and then I left and started the nursery. So all of these experiences gave me very good knowledge. I worked in a special needs school as well prior to gaining my qualification as a teacher. So all of these things did really come in extremely invaluable tool when I opened the nursery, the day-to-day running and how to handle the children, how to support the children, how to support the staff, etc. So the qualification coupled with the experience is invaluable. That's all I can say. And she also asks, also, how many staff do you need for starting? It depends on what you're planning on doing. So my experience is, the first, when I opened, because I had the qualified teacher status, I knew I can take 13 children according to the ratio, 13 3 to 4 year old children. So I started with myself and one member of staff as my deputy. So I was planning to work on the floor with the children for the day-to-day running, and we had one other person helping out. So it depends. I mean, it was a difficult time for anyone. Starting a business is difficult enough, so we had to try and save as much money as possible. So hence me doing the managing and plus working on the floor with the children. So I did that for a fairly long time before I sort of stepped out of the classrooms working with children and completely started doing all the office work. But I did that only when we sort of started to settle down. So another question is, how much profit can I make? It depends on how you run the nursery. So basically, if you're planning on being the manager, you can save, like 30,000 pounds a year. So because you will be paying it for yourself. But it depends. It could be 30, it could be 10, it could be 20, it depends, entirely dependent on how you run the nursery. The number 30, the figure 30 came to my head because that's how much you would be expected to pay if you were to hire a manager from outside. So I mean, I've researched a lot. At one point I wanted to get a manager for the nursery, so I was, I even advertised, I've interviewed a few, and that was the sort of figure that an experienced manager would want to start with. But it doesn't mean that's the bottom line. There are experienced people who are doing a great job, so they might want more. I think roughly, if you are not going to manage, that's the sort of the price. Between 25 to 30,000 is a price that you may be able to have to to factor in when you are opening the nursery. So it entirely, I can't say this is how much profit we'll be making, because it dependent on so many circumstances, and how many children, what's the money coming in, what's the money going out, how many staff you have, etc. So that would be the answer. There is another great question from Azim Al Hassan, and he's asking, he's saying, as me and my wife are planning to start the nursery business, so obviously, so well done, congratulations, just like me and my husband. Well, in terms of Ofsted registration process, what is the best time to arrange their visit? So the best time to arrange their visit is after, and you also asked, would that be after making the whole setup? Then we should apply for licensing. So no, you should set everything up. If you read the guidance in the Ofsted process, it will tell you roughly a timeline, a time guidance. When I opened, it was roughly about 9 months to 12 months. After you send the first application, that's a rough time that they would have taken to come and visit you and interview you and register you fully. So before you do anything, once you find the building, it's better you can look into the timeline. I think they're fairly quick now. They don't take 9 months at the moment. So let's say even if it's 2 to 3 months, that's what you need to plan. So get your setting ready. Everything has to be arranged the way that you are planning to do. So when the Ofsted inspector come to do your registration visit, they would want the setting ready as if you are going to open the next day, because once they visit you, they'll look at everything. They'll ask you, they'll do the interview, which was a quite lengthy interview. I think mine was about 2.5 to 3 hour interview. They go through everything, including safeguarding, which is the most important, and about your policies, etc. And they'll walk through the setting. If there's any changes to be made, they will tell you have to make those changes. So until those changes are made to the physical building or the site, you will not be able to open. So sometimes they may give you conditional registration, so that means only after you completed that condition or done that condition, whatever that they've given, then only you can open. So hopefully the day goes well, and there's nothing to be changed, and that means they'll let you know then and there, yes, you will get your certificate very soon, shortly afterwards, and then you can open. I remember the Ofsted inspector, when they came to my registration, we had to add a side gate to cover one of the gates we had, because the children can be seen from outside. So it was a slight condition, but then we added a gate the next day, and it was all fine. But I was told that just add that and that's all, and she issued the certificate anyway. So it's the main thing for you to do during the interview. Be confident, talk to them. There are people, don't forget. I know Ofsted still scares me, but yeah. So if you have any question, ask any questions, and make the most of the day. So yeah. Again, going back to your question, Azim. Yes, you have to make sure everything is set up before the Ofsted registration visit happens. So the best thing would be as soon as you found, even before you find the place, the premises for you to run the nursery, it's better to do a financial forecast on what you gonna have, how much money you need to spend on the toys, the furniture, office furniture, etc., everything. And then let's say you found the premises, it's better to apply. I would apply, see whether there's any major work to be done, and then I would go ahead and apply for the registration process, and then get everything set up, and then Ofsted will come and visit you. They're quite I remember when I was setting up, they gave me, I was pregnant at the time, so they did allow me some extra time to sort of get everything set up. But I don't think it's just because I was pregnant. They want to help you. So regardless whether you're pregnant or not, I'm sure if you're running sort of if you're running behind your schedule, I'm sure you can negotiate something. You can talk to them and explain, and talk about whether you can have a little bit more extra time before they come and visit the registration, do the registration interview. But I don't think you can continue to keep postponing it. So you have to make sure, first check with Ofsted how long you have once you register. So that's the first point of call, and then you can plan your way from there onwards. Azim, you also asked about Ofsted's fees. I can't remember, to be honest, the exact amount, but I'm sure it's just under £300 to register with them, and then you have to pay your annual fee to stay registered with Ofsted. So that's again, I think, just under £300. That's it. I think I've answered all the other questions. I have replied through YouTube. So if you have any questions, please do get in touch. I'm ever so sorry for not doing a video for such a long time. The lockdown happened. I sort of just relaxed and used the time to reevaluate life, and that's one thing we've changed. So my hope and our hope as a family to become financially free, hopefully very soon. I don't know how long, maybe 5 years, 10 years, who knows. But I hope you enjoy sharing my journey to financial freedom. I know there's going to be a lot of hurdles on the way, but that you have to start from somewhere. I'm sure a lot of us wanting to do that, but either we're scared or not having the means to do it. But I think, if you keep thinking nobody has the means to do it, so you just have to plunge yourself into it, and then find ways. So let's see how we're gonna go ahead, and hope you enjoy watching my videos. And I've got into planting and gardening. I've always loved gardening, and so I'll share those videos in here as well. But if apologies before anything, if you don't enjoy those, and if you've subscribed to my channel thinking, oh, it's just going to be about nursery, apologies for that. So just to warn you what's coming. I just want to do the nursery. I want to share my journey into financial freedom and to share what I enjoy. I mean, I found nursery is extremely stressful, so I found a few ways to let go of steam, to enjoy life, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to share my newfound hobbies and basically what I do to keep sane from the day-to-day struggles and stresses at work, etc. I mean, when you open your own business, you think, oh, it's a great achievement. But one thing I found was it is, again, I'm there 8 to 5, 8 to 6. It's like doing another job. So again, it will be another ladder for me to get to the next stage, and I'm embracing that opportunity. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and once again, apologies if you subscribe thinking it will just be the nursery video. So, but at the same time, I hope you enjoy my journey. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.